Good evening. We're starting in Genesis chapter 6, and we are looking at verse 7. So the Lord said, I will blot out man, whom I have created from the face of the ground, man and beast, and creeping thing, and birds of the air, for I am sorry that I've made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless in his generation. Noah walked with God. And Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and the earth was filled with violence. And God saw the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way upon the earth. And God said to Noah, I have determined to make an end of all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Just a note, we don't know what kind of wood. This translation of gopher wood is kind of the literal translation, but there's no other place in Hebrew or in the Bible that this is used, so we really don't know what kind of wood this is, and I would imagine we'll find that out in heaven, have a better understanding of what gopher wood represents. But make yourself an ark of gopher wood, make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and out with pitch. This is how you are to make it. The lengths of the ark, 300 cubits, its breadth, 50 cubits, and its height, 30 cubits. Make a roof for the ark and finish it to a cubit above, and set the door of the ark in its side. Make it with lower, second, and third decks. For behold, I will bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, in which is the breath of life from under heaven. Everything that is on the earth shall die. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. That's a really important phrase. I will establish my covenant with you. I will establish my partnership, my connection. Now, for humanity, we sometimes break contracts, we break promises, but when God makes the covenant, that's everlasting. And so God tells Noah, I will make my covenant with you. And of every living thing of all flesh, you shall bring 2 of every sort into the ark to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female. Of the birds according to their kinds, and of the animals according to their kinds, of every creeping thing of the ground according to its kind, 2 of every sort shall come in with you to keep them alive. Now, I want to point out something. What does that phrase, what is the wording of that phrase sound like? Doesn't it sound like the very first chapter of Genesis? The creation story, that things were created according to their kind, that there was an order to it. And so here again, you have God giving Noah instructions. Bring birds according to their kinds, animals according to their kinds, every creeping thing along the ground according to its kind. And so you have, again, this imagery that goes all the way back to the very first creation story. And what is this? This is kind of a new creation. God is starting over with the earth. And this is a monumental second chance. Now, it's not a second chance in this story for all the people on earth, but it is a second chance for all of humanity. That's the moral, that's the thinking of this story. This is a very difficult passage because it's cute when you tell the Noah's Ark story. Our son is named Noah Brooks, and so we talked about Noah and the animals on the ark. That's the cute and fun part. But when you start to read it as an adult and you realize all life on earth is obliterated, it's harder to read this and come away, okay, what's the message for me? And I think it's important to step back and read this not for historical content, but rather as a message that even when God is grieved in his heart, even when God is sorry that he created all of humankind, God continues to give a second chance and finds a way for humanity to begin again. We're going to see that theme throughout all of the Bible. Verse 21, and also take with you every sort of food that is eaten, and store it up, and it shall serve as food for you and for them. Noah did this. He did all that God had commanded him. We'll take up with Noah again tomorrow evening. Stay safe, and I'll see you then.